Miss Hathaway is here.
About time.
You sent for me, Chief?
Well, I did. Where have you been?
It's my day off.
Day off? I don't give days off to... What is that?
This happens to be the official uniform of the Biddle Bird Watchers, Beverly Hills Nest, of which I am flockmaster.
Well, fly home and change. You're taking me up to the Clampers to get these income tax returns signed.
But, Chief, 1 year ago you promised me a day off. Our esteemed founder, Professor P. Casper Biddle, is coming to town.
Go forget it. I need you at the Clampers in case he asks me tax questions I can't answer.
But, Chief, the professor is leading us to the nesting place of the yellow-bellied sapsucker.
Not until I lead you to the nesting place of the stubble-cheeked taxpayer. Now, come on. We'll stop by your place and you can change clothes.
I am sorry, Chief. I have worked weekends, holidays, and nights so that I might have Biddle Day off. And as flockmaster of the Beverly Hills Nest, it is my duty and privilege to meet the professor upon his arrival.
Well, call him. Tell him to take a taxi.
Our only contact is by carrier pigeon, and the last one has been dispatched.
Carrier pigeon?
Yes, the professor is hiking in from the Tehachapi's. I'm to meet him at the foot of the Big Saugus Wash in exactly 22 minutes.
All right, we'll pick him up on the way to the Clampers.
But Chief, a bird-watching expedition.
You'll be out of there in plenty of time to look for your freckle-faced woodpecker or whatever it is.
Yellow-bellied sapsucker.
All right, all right. Hold it. Don't knock.
I distinctly heard the call of a hermit warbler.
How exciting. Perhaps the Clampers will know if there's one nested here about.
You wait here. If there are any questions, I'll sneak out and see you.
But Professor Biddle would like to meet Mr. Clampett.
Yes, I'm trying to raise money to aid in the preservation of the California condor.
The professor is the only human being who has ever managed to live in prolonged and intimate contact with that rare and remarkable bird.
I've actually occupied a condor's nest. As these photographs will prove. I took these with a tripwire. Of course, the condor's nest is just a rocky ledge or sheltered spot high among the rocks.
As you know, Chief, the California condor is probably one of the largest of all flying birds.
But they need help if we're to keep them from disappearing. There are only about 40 left.
A donation from Mr. Clampett.
Forget it. Wait in the car, both of you. Preferably in the trunk.
Mr. Drydeal, come in.
Thank you, Mr. Clampett.
Who's them two fellas?
Oh, that's a couple of bird watchers.
Well, from the looks of them, the birds probably do a little watching themselves.
Oh, Granny, look at the fella I just met.
Hello, I am P. Casper Biddle.
Howdy.
Howdy. We's going bird watching in Griffith Park.
Yes, we're going to look for the nesting place of the yellow-bellied sapsucker.
Oh, Professor, Miss Jane says her and Ellie will be out directly.
Thank you. What was that?
Nothing, I just busted a donut.
Donut?
What you looking at?
Well, I'm trying to find a stellar eye in that dying elm tree.
Oh, that ain't what's killing it. That's last week's cupcakes.
Cupcakes?
Sit down, Professor. Tell me all about yourself.
There's something alive in that sack?
Just some cookies.
What?
Where are you from, Professor?
Well, at present, I'm living in a little shack up in the mountains.
You ain't got the look of a mountain man.
Well, no, it's not my native habitat. I'm just living there to be near my friends, the condors.
They live in the mountains, do they?
Oh, yes, that's the only place they're happy.
I know just how they feel.
Are you familiar with the California condors?
No, but that name rings a bell. You know any other condors?
Well, there are some in South America.
That's down in my neck of the woods.
Doubtless you mean the Andean condors.
No. Let me see now. What was their name again?
Here she is, Professor, our fledgling bird watcher.
My word, you are a credit to our group, Miss Clampett.
Thank you.
We'd best hurry, Commander Biddle. We rendezvous with the others at 1400 hours.
Oh, yes, so will you. Goodbye, Granny.
Bye-bye.
Granny?
Granny, I can't find them cookies I baked yesterday. You can't? No, and I'm going to take them with me. Same thing happened to my cupcakes
eggs last week.
Well, don't worry about it, honey.
Say, Ellie, Rip Rock called while she was out getting your uniform. Said he was coming over to see you.
Well, tell him I'll get back quick as I can.
Well, ain't you going to wait for him? He should be here by now.
Well, I can't, Pa. I'm going with them.
Well, now, Ellie, don't you remember Dash? A big, strapping, good-looking movie star?
Sure. Tell him I'll get back just as soon as we done bird watching.
Well, say, you might as well take along my bird call that I whittled. It's upstairs in my room someplace.
Okay. Be back in a minute.
Say, now, there's who you ought to take bird watching.
Jethro?
Have him break trail through the brush for you. Them feet of his will lay down a path you can drive a wagon over.
What do you think, Commander?
Well, he's not in uniform, but
Jethro! Come here, boy. You're going bird watching. Come on, boy. They're waiting for you.
Uncle Jed, what's going on here?
He's going out looking for birds.
Hot dog. What kind? Quail, duck, pheasant, turkey?
Ask him.
Jethro Bodine, Professor P. Casper Biddle.
Hello, Jethro.
Howdy. What kind of birds are we going looking for?
Yellow-bellied sapsuckers.
Divvy's on the drumstick.
Well, have fun now.
I found it, Pa.
Well, I say, Ellie, that ain't the call I had in mind.
I hope we're going to be good friends, Ellie.
We already are. Well, you're one of the nicest, kindest.
Ellie Mae, you're back.
Well, howdy, Dash. This here's Professor Biddle.
Hi. Gee, it's good to see you.
Thank you.
Dash, this is the famous Professor Biddle I've been telling you about.
Swell. Come on, Ellie, let's go for a walk.
Now, here, just a moment.
Oh,
Sir,
Professor, you're just the fellow I've been looking for.
but
Sit down. I want to talk to you about helping them condors.
Oh, that would be wonderful.
Indeed, it would, Mr. Cloud.
You too, Miss Jane. Sit down.
Thank you.
Granny tells me you've been staying with them up there in the mountains.
Yes, I have.
What kind of place they got?
Well, they live mostly in caves and on rock ledges.
Tell. How many of them is there up there?
Well, I've only counted 12 myself, but there's supposed to be about 40 of them altogether.
You got Will and Jenny backed off. I bet you when that California bunch goes to eating corn on a cob, you can't hear yourself think.
Mr. Clampett, condors do not eat corn.
The ones back home do.
Back home? Oh, you're probably thinking of wild turkeys.
Oh, this corn on a cob made the noise.
Perhaps I can clear up the confusion. Commander, where are those pictures of you and the condors?
In my map case inside.
Excuse me.
Say, Professor, I got a kind of a notion. Supposing, instead of money, we gather together a bunch of clothes and stuff and leave them up there in the mountains where the condors can find them. Yeah, good, heavy, warm stuff.
You couldn't get a condor to wear clothes.
You mean to tell me there's 40 of them running around up there buck-tooth naked?
Mr. Clampett, do you know what a condor looks like?
I don't care how pretty they are. They ought to wear something.
Oh, Mr. Clampett, I am so thrilled that you're going to help the commander in his fight to save the condors. For years now, they have been driven farther and farther back into the mountains, shot at, harassed, poisoned.
I don't wonder, the way they carry on.
Oh, great. Let me show you a picture of the condors.
No, thank you. Whatever you do, don't let Granny see them.
Oh, it's on condors. Gee, and they call me a nut.
Like I told you, I got a date with Professor Biddle tonight.
Well, break it. I broke 6 for you.
Well, I can't do that.
Of course you can.
No, I can't.
Excuse me, I believe the young lady made herself clear.
Now, stay out of this, little fella. Now, look, Ellie.
I'm warning you, don't annoy her.
Butt out, Buster.
I'm afraid you leave me no alternative. Prepare to defend yourself.
I'll be doggone. So that's a condor.
Yes, they're the largest birds.
Oh!
Do you give up?
Yes, yes.
Say uncle!
Uncle!
Very well. Let him up, Ellie.
No hard feelings, Dash. See you tomorrow night.
Okay. But don't be surprised if I pick you up in a crabmobile.